Hello? Hello? Is this hello? Testing. Hello? 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 Max, I'm talking to the TV again. Max, hello? I'm talking to the TV. Hello? Is anyone in my TV? Hello? I don't know if you can hear Max the dog, but he is circling me. I'm being encircled. Oh. So we got a show. This is the Above It All program. It's a Sunday show, everybody, 10 a.m. I'm not doing noon anymore, at least for the time being. This is the new normal. I'm open to changing back to a different weekend time in the future, but not today. Or next week, for that matter. But anyway, hello everybody that could join me this morning on Sunday. I haven't been doing Sunday shows too much as of late. Like I said before, on Friday, I'm doing a little bit of a schedule change. Not, just very minor, some tweaks. I want to take 2 days off a week, and I want to do Saturday and a Wednesday. That's my current idea. I'm going to take Saturday and Wednesday off of this show. Saturday is my leisure time, and Wednesday I want to work on other things because I've got some behind the scenes projects. Like this is the scene, right? This is the scene, right? And now behind the scenes, right now we're in the scene anyway, so I'm going to do that on Wednesday. But anyway, there you go. But I do have some news here today. I have some I don't even know what to say. But anyway, there's some news, doing a news show here. I might do a Twitch stream later. I'm not sure. We'll see. So it's possible. Who knows? I don't know anything. Also, doing a show today. Today is Sunday. Today is Sunday. Today. All right. So, I got this clip here. I got some fun stuff to talk about. So I saw this through the grapevine. I get people sending me cringe clips. You know who you are. People send me, they DM me, they slide right in and they go, here's some cringe that you can monetize on your show. So I, being a very loud and proud Scooby-Doo fan, I've mentioned my appreciation for the Scooby-Doo franchise. I don't really keep up with the new stuff too often, but I like the old cartoon. And there's a new Scooby-Doo cartoon. I'm not watching it. I have too much else to do. If I'm going to watch Scooby-Doo, I'm going to watch the original series. But that's just me. But anyway, so this new Scooby-Doo comes out. Apparently it's not so good. I don't know. I can't have any commentary on that. I haven't seen it. And apparently it's so bad that we have right-wing media is here to bring about this. This is like, I don't even know what to say. Like, why right-wing media, like, they're just so desperate that they're talking about M&Ms, they're talking about Xbox, they're talking about, I didn't even cover the Xbox thing on my show, but they're talking about Scooby-Doo now. But anyway, this is Glenn Beck with, you'll know why this is a great clip, but this is known, very avowed Scooby-Doo fan, Glenn Beck. All right, folks, let's see what Glenn Beck has to say I keep thinking Glenn Beck's dead, but then it's like, no, that's Rush Limbaugh. Like, they're both, to me, like, Rush Limbaugh and Glenn Beck are, like, the same person in my head. Like, just some old-ass dipshit cocksucker who, one of them is dead. Ideally, both of them will be dead. Then I'll stop getting confused. But anyway, let's start this. I don't even know how to introduce this. This is Glenn Beck, right-wing commentator, talking about a children's cartoon. Let's watch.
This is the HBO Scooby-Doo spinoff, which doesn't even include Scooby-Doo.
Now, again, I just want to say this. I haven't seen it. I'm not going to see it. It could be bad. It probably is bad. I've seen a lot of other people that I respect their takes on it, or on other things, say it's bad. So, I don't know. But the idea that right-wing political news media is like talking about children's cartoons because there's too many black characters in them. I mean, I'm just saying, like, what is going on? All right.
Shaggy has been replaced by a black man named Norville. Fred is the only white.
Wait. Okay. What?
Has been replaced by a black man named Norville. Fred is the only.
So, known Scooby-Doo fan. Norville is, of course, Shaggy's. Shaggy is not his name. For those of you that don't know, Shaggy is actually not his name. Shaggy is his nickname because of his hairstyle. So his actual name is Norville. Now, I mean, in the original cartoon, Norville, aka Shaggy, is not black. But you know what? This is the thing with Scooby-Doo. Who cares if they make a show where all the characters are black? It's one show. There's like 90,000 different iterations of Scooby-Doo. You got Scooby-Doo, you got Where Are You, you got Mystery Inc., you got like the fucking kids Scooby-Doo one where they're children or whatever. You know, there's like 9,000 different fucking Scooby-Doos. Who cares if someone makes a version where they're black for once? I don't know. I mean, we've seen a lot of white Shaggies. I'm just saying it's not that big of a deal. But also, his name is Norville, so a black guy named Norville. I've never met a black person named Norville. I mean, I'm sure it's possible, but okay, let's keep going.
Shaggy has been replaced by a black man named Norville. Fred.
I just love this. Shaggy was replaced by Norville. I mean, I'm just saying. Now, again, I haven't seen the show. I don't care enough to watch it. Me, you know what I see? When I see a new version of my favorite show where they change Shaggy to a black guy, I'm like, I'm going to go watch. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just not going to watch it because I'm not paying for HBO. Why would anyone give HBO Max money at this point? They canceled Westworld, those motherfuckers, right? So...
is the only white character, so he's evil. He's a privileged misogynist.
What? Whoa, what? Okay.
Fred is the only white character, so he's evil. He's a privileged misogynist who can't dress or feed himself. Velma.
Okay, what? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Now I want to watch this show. I thought all the characters were black. Now I know that my people have representation. Now I'm gonna check out the show. I just gotta listen. So now, obviously, I don't know how accurate this interpretation is of Fred. But Fred is a white, privileged misogynist who can't feed himself. Can't feed himself. What?
A white character, so he's evil. He's a privileged misogynist who can't dress or feed himself. Velma.
The way he is saying this, like, okay. I'm just saying, how a motherfucker is like Glenn Beck capable of saying this without laughing? Like, I mean, that's a skill. You know, that's a skill right there. Being able to say this shit without even a crack of a smile, you know? Without a stutter, you know? Like, fuck, man. I aspire to get to that point in my career where I can say this level of shit, this horse shit, and not laugh my ass off. It's so good. I gotta listen to it again. He can't dress or feed himself.
Fred is the only white character, so he's evil. He's a privileged misogynist who can't dress or feed himself. Velma is a black
Okay, so Velma's black. All right. Okay. Now again, I gotta watch the show. I feel like there's a whole extra layer of entertainment in this clip that I'm not getting because I haven't seen this new version of Scooby-Doo. So I gotta watch it. I gotta check it out because if Fred can't dress or feed himself, I mean that sounds like it's a good show. Like, is he just incapacitated in bed? Like, I've got a vision of like Fred is like a vegetable in bed in his home, right? And everyone goes and visits him and like helps him put his pants on. Like, is that really what happens? Like, I don't know. I haven't seen the show. But okay, let's keep going. Velma is black. Then what?
Velma is a black Asian, and Daphne is half Asian, half white, and they're
So, okay, black Asian, half white. Does it say that in the show? Like, and also, like, Glenn Beck, do you think he's actually watched the show? Like, I mean, like, I'm serious. Do you think he's actually watched the show, or is he just reading a copy of a paper that someone else wrote for him, right? Do you think the person who wrote the words that Glenn Beck is reading, do you think they watched the show? Like, do you like how many layers removed are we here? Like, has anyone involved with the production of this banger clip watched the program even a single second? Like, I mean, I'm just curious. All right. So Daphne's half Asian, half white. Okay, let's go.
They're both bisexual. Obviously, there's more than one lesbian kissing scene. Another scene features teenage
I guess I gotta check out Velma.
boys kissing. And
Teenage boys are kissing. Oh, boy.
there's plenty of examples of doinks sexualizing children. So,
No. What did he say? What?
and there's plenty of examples of doinks sexualizing children. So, what happens when you let woke bullies
I can't even. I just. There's no. There's so much wrong. There's so much wrong. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. This motherfucker said doinks. What is doinks? Does anyone know? I'm spitting all over myself. I'm sorry. But what is doinks? Did he say doinks?
sexualizing children.
What?
There's teenage boys kissing. And there's plenty of examples of doinks sexualizing children. So, what happens?
What is doinks? What is that? What is he saying? What is he saying? What is that? What is doinks? What is doinks? Does anyone know where did he get that from? Was that on the copy sheet that he's reading? Did someone write down doinks? Or was that like an ad lib? Like, what the fuck? Yo, we need to get the whole goddamn gang, and I feel like we need to go investigate what happened here. We gotta get Scooby and the gang and go right down to the Blaze Studios and figure out how the hell this clip even got through to the how am I watching this? How is this possible? Where did doinks come from? Who says that? What is that? Okay. There's 20 more seconds. 26, actually. Let's keep going.
When you let woke bullies take control of what should be considered funny. See, they do.
But, like, Glenn Beck is acting like he's watched Scooby-Doo before. The motherfucker said doinks. Like, he's never seen the show. I don't know what to tell you.
What they always do. They don't write comedy because they don't believe comedy is funny. They believe comedy.
Okay. So, who's they, by the way? Are they the woke bullies? woke bullies don't believe comedy is funny. So what is comedy? I mean, isn't comedy defined as being funny? This is comedy. I would define this as comedy. I hope. I mean,
you're not supposed to laugh. You're supposed to clap angrily. Yes! Finally! They're making out. Yes! That's what their comedy is.
like top 10 things you don't want to do out of context. Hold up. Let me just
Leave comedy. You're not supposed to laugh. You're supposed to clap angrily. Yes! Finally! They're making out. Yes!
What the fuck? Oh, top 10 things you don't want to do when the video's not rolling. I mean, what the fuck? Okay, so woke bullies, they don't believe comedy is funny, and they clap angrily when people make out. I mean, I clap when someone's making out. I go like, that's me when I'm watching a movie and they're making out. I'm like, right? Does anyone else do that? I'm glad Glenn Beck is representing my culture here. I don't even know what the fuck. I don't even know how any of this happens. I watched this already and it was still very funny. Goddamn doinks. I don't even know what to say. Like, what is that? I'm serious. Like, I really do want to know, was doinks written on the copy sheet that he's reading? Or was that him trying to ad-lib but failing? And then also, I mean, the classic banger of not knowing that Shaggy's name is Norville. I mean, anyway, I'm not going to watch this show. I don't care about this show. But we're at this point now where right-wingers, they will literally stalk, like, children's media just to talk about, like, that's weird. Like, that's weird, man. Like, I love Scooby-Doo because I'm a child at heart and I can't grow out of my childhood phase. So I love Scooby-Doo. But, like, you know, Glenn Beck's not a Scooby-Doo fan. Why is it? This is cultural appropriation is what it is. That's what this is, man. This is cultural motherfucking appropriation. Goddamn doinks. What the fuck? Oh my god. I got like snot on my glasses or something. Oh. The show is not for kids. Well, that would be out of character, but I'm open to that. I don't know anything about the show. I also don't really care. So, you know, don't feel compelled to tell me about it. All right. Goddamn doinks. Oh, fuck. Former, if you could even call him that, President Orange J Man has a new beat that he would like to introduce America to. And that is Biden is starting World War III. That's right, everybody. Joe Biden is starting World War III. Let's watch.
If you take a look right now, the nuclear word is being mentioned all the time. This is a word that you're not allowed to use. It was never used during the Trump administration, but now other countries are using that word against us because they have no reason.
Wait, what? Okay, so we're talking about Joe Biden is going to start World War III because Russia's going to nuke Ukraine, and that's America's fault for some reason. So Russia's going to nuke Ukraine. That's Biden's fault. But also, does anyone remember when Donald Trump at like 3 a.m. threatened to nuke Iran? Does anyone remember that? I do. I remember waking up And then, like, I got, like, 9,000 text messages from people saying that, like, Trump threatened to start World War III on Twitter at 3 in the morning. Like, I don't know, like, the idea that this guy's gonna say, no one ever said that word. Like, he threatened to nuke hurricanes, for Christ's sakes. He wanted to, like, send nukes into space. Like, I mean, come on. But anyway, okay, whatever.
Respect for our leadership. World War III would be a...
Oh my God, why are they doing this, like, Jordan Peterson camera angle thing? Look at this.
Respect for our leadership.
I mean, I guess they do that with Trump all the time too, but man, it's been a while since he's done like one of these high production value things.
World War III would be a catastrophe unlike any other. This would make World War I and World War II like very small battles.
Okay, so World War I and World War II like very small battles.
The best way to ensure that such a conflict never happens is to be prepared with unmatched technology and unrivaled strength. To this end, when I'm Commander-in-Chief to build a state-of-the-art next-generation...
Is that like... What is
Commander-in-Chief to build a state-of-the-art...
I don't know if that's like this clip editing or what. I don't know.
Next-generation missile defense shield. Just as Israel is now protected by the Iron Dome, a dream once thought impossible, America must have an impenetrable dome to protect our people.
So, okay, now I want to actually talk about this because I think that this is a good talking point for him. Now, obviously, it's dumb. It's stupid. We know that. But you have to really understand that there's a lot of Russian propaganda that has circulated the internet, the culture, if you will. So a lot of people genuinely do believe that Joe Biden is going to like start a nuclear war. And I think he's going to take advantage of that. And I think that's the position he's trying to find. Now, obviously, anyone that thinks that he's like, I mean, again, he assassinated top generals of other countries. He threatened to nuke other countries when he was president. Like, anyone that thinks that this guy's an anti-war guy, I mean, again, drone strike after drone strike, more drone strikes than Obama. You can say what you want about Biden, but Biden's got less drone strikes overall, which I think is a good thing. I don't know about you, but I think drone strikes are bad. So anyway, but like, again, we don't live in a world where like every citizen is informed. Every like person involved in the voting process knows all the facts of the matter. So I think if he's going to do this like weird reflexive, I'm anti-war, I think it's going to work because Americans are dumb and they're likely to believe that kind of shit. That's what I think. I think that that's a good strategy for Donald Trump. And again, it's not like we have a track record here now, right? Where in 2015 and 16, he said a bunch of really good stuff. And then when he was in office, did the exact opposite of every single thing, right? So again, there is no reason to believe that, Donald Trump said something, that means he's really going to build an American Iron Dome. Yeah, okay. Like the wall on the southern border wasn't good enough. Now we need a dome around the whole country. First you got the wall, that's small potatoes. Now you need a dome. Now, obviously, the Iron Dome, I'm not sure if Donald Trump knows this, but the Iron Dome is not actually a dome. It's not like a sci-fi, like the Simpsons movie or some shit. Like, there's no dome, okay? What that means is, they have enough missile defense systems so that, anything entering a certain radius would be neutralized, before they could actually hit the country. Which, I don't know, last time I checked, the U.S. missile defense is pretty good. I mean, we do have the largest, most competent, quote-unquote, military in the world, at least on paper, right? But anyway, I also don't think any of his viewers know what the Iron Dome is. I'm gonna be honest with you. I could see people going like, build the dome. I hope anyway, but I do think this third positionist stuff of reflexively pretending to be anti-war. I mean, he did the same thing. Remember when he was like, Iraq was a big mistake, and then he was like, oh, we're gonna get out of Afghanistan, and then he didn't for 4 years, and then Biden did. And then Trump was like, Biden getting out of Afghanistan was the worst thing in the world. And it's like, what? But anyway, this is going to work. I mean, I'm just letting you know now that's going to work. So prepare, because we live in Stupidville, you know. It's right next door to Norville. But we live in Stupid Town. So yeah, I think that's going to work. I think that that's going to get, Republicans are going to be the anti-war party, you know. But people are going to believe it. I'm telling you, people are going to believe it. I'm not even joking. Like, I know. People are going to believe that, though. I swear to God. In a year from now, in a year and a half, I mean, in a year from now, I mean, Jesus, yeah, we're going to be going through some shit in a year from now, electorally speaking. But, yep, people are going to believe it. It's true. People are going to believe that. It's going to work. And, you know, who knows? Polls are saying that Donald Trump might even beat Joe Biden if he runs again. So, and Joe Biden looks like he's going to run again. So, you know, isn't that going to be great? We get our favorite sequel to our favorite shitty, so bad it's good movie. And I, for one, am looking forward to having 3 elections in a row of Donald Trump. 3 elections in a row of Donald Trump. Get ready for it. I mean, it's already happening. Like, it's, I mean, you don't need to get ready. Like, we're already here. But 3 elections in a row of Donald Trump. And we're still here. And this fucker's not dead yet. He's gonna pass out, hit the fucking ground screaming at any moment from his fucking McDonald's heart attacks. But my God, man, we are still here. And Joe Biden, I swear, if we get a Trump versus Biden round 2, I'm going to rip my fucking hair out with both of these freaks. Both of these fucking freaks, man. Just, oh! Anyway, whatever. God damn, folks. Today is Sunday. Ah! 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 Everybody should follow me on twitch.tv. I'll be streaming there. I decided I'm going to be streaming there pretty shortly after this stream. So maybe like give me 45 minutes, you know, something like that, because I want to play some video games. Yeah, this is I'm trying to get some screams into movies, you know, like the Wilhelm scream. This is a couple of examples. Ah! You know, feel free to use that. You know, you can also check out it's another. I've been working on these. These are actually, I craft these in my spare time. I practice them. So, and also, okay, check this one out. Right, and then you got the fade out at the end. You know, I've been working on it. So if anyone wants to use those in their films or whatever, I mean, they're free. Just credit me if you don't. I mean, you don't have to. I mean, you should. I would want you to. But anyway, but that's not all. Talking more about Orange J Man. Let me take a sip of my coffee for the first 8 to 15 seconds. So Orange J Man is, again, he's the only person running for the Republican ticket in 2024 so far. You'd think another one of these never Trump freaks would have popped in by now. But one of the big conspiracy theories, and I will call it a conspiracy theory, a little bit, you know, tongue-in-cheek, is that Ron DeSantis is going to run for president. I say not a chance. Trump says DeSantis running for president would be a great act of disloyalty. So Donald Trump has been, throwing some shots, I guess, if you will, to DeSantis's direction. And DeSantis has kind of just ignored them. He's kind of just been like, I don't even know what you're talking about. Trump was talking about me. I love Trump. I don't know. I never saw it. Trump mentioned my name. Didn't see it. No idea what's going on. He's just been pretending it didn't happen. But also, think about this from Ron DeSantis' perspective. Ron DeSantis is in a position right now where he has essentially cucked Donald Trump Jr. He's cucked Marjorie Taylor Greene, any of these other people that want to be the heir apparent to Donald Trump, because Donald Trump's going to hit the ground screaming at any point. I mean, he eats McDonald's way too much, and his heart, needless to say, not holding it together too well. But anyway, so Ron DeSantis running against Donald Trump would really, first of all, he just doesn't have what it takes to win that fight. Let's just be honest. Ron DeSantis does not have what it takes to win in a fight one-on-one with Donald Trump. Not a chance. Now, the question here is if he is going to fight at all, but I don't think it's even a remote possibility that Ron DeSantis could win that fight. Now, again, we don't even know if he's going to start the fight, but again, media's been trying to get this fight started, and I think DeSantis is not taking the bait, because all he has to do is wait another 4 years. Are we going to have 4 elections in a row of Donald Trump? Is Donald Trump going to lose in 2024 and then run again in 2028? Is Donald Trump going to win in 2024 and run again? Because, he'll find a way to do so in 2028. We don't know. But I'm going to say probably not. That's my guess. And now, again, I could be wrong. And so why would Ron DeSantis risk running now when he can just wait until Donald Trump kicks the bucket, which will happen at any point in the near future, right? And then he can run while also being the heir apparent to Donald Trump, and then also having the never Trumpers behind him. The idea that Ron DeSantis would run for president, to me, my calculation, I say this as a guy as someone who hates all of these people. I'm just not a fan of Republicans at all. I think they're all really shitty motherfuckers, okay? And so, but strategy, he has no reason to run in 2024. Just none at all. None whatsoever, right? So if he does, I think it would destroy his career. Now, that said, let's read what this has to say. Former President Donald Trump said Florida Governor Ron DeSantis running for president would be a great act of disloyalty as he kicked off his first two major campaign events as part of his 2024 presidential run. Trump visited New Hampshire and South Carolina, 2 of the first states to vote in the primary calendar, on Saturday after a quieter than normal beginning to his re-election campaign. He launched his campaign in mid-November, but has yet to hold any major rallies that were consistent. That's the other thing that's weird about this, is that he's not doing many rallies. Why is that? Is he sick? I don't know. I'm just like, is he ill? Why is he not out there more? Maybe COVID did a lot more damage on him than we thought. Hey. Trump announced the leaders of his New Hampshire and South Carolina campaigns during his speeches. After his South Carolina speech, he sat for an interview with the Associated Press and criticized DeSantis, who was rumored to be considering his own presidential run, and who was consistently placed second in hypothetical Republican primary polls. Trump emphasized his own status, leading in many of those polls. Trump has, again, been leading in almost every single poll, almost the whole time. Ron DeSantis cracked maybe a couple polls if you just count Florida, right? But also, again, the polls, at this point, the polls don't matter. I'm post-polling. I don't, when it comes to elections, polls are irrelevant. That's just how it is. I don't know what to tell you. So, but either way, if you do care about polls, Trump is winning in all the polls. If he runs, that's fine. I'm way up in the polls. He's going to have to do what he wants to do, but he may run. I do think it would be a great act of disloyalty because, you know, I got him in. He had no chance. His political life was over. I love that, by the way. His political life was over. Oh my god. There you go. I don't think Ron DeSantis will win. I don't think he'll run. I think there's no chance at all. I don't think anyone thinks that he could win a primary. But I really don't think he'll run because it's just, there's no point in doing so. He's got a good thing going in Florida. He's got a really good grift going. There's just no reason. You know? And yeah, Donald Trump has given him enough rope to hang himself. He's building the noose. And he's like, hey, Ron, you wanna go in? You know? So, we'll see. But anyway, a lot of people seem to be under the impression that Ron DeSantis is like a favorite in any capacity. I don't know. I think that's a little silly. But yeah, I think we're doomed. When it comes to the Republicans, we're doomed. Because the Democrats are just so goddamn incompetent. Right? And they're just going to let Republicans walk all over the whole country. They've done so far. They let Republicans overturn in 2000. They didn't impeach George Bush for fake wars. They didn't convict Donald Trump. And they impeached him over, again, a phone call. Which, again, great. It's better than nothing. But they could have impeached him over 38 different crimes. They chose not to. Merrick Garland hasn't charged him with anything yet. I mean, again, Democrats are incompetent buffoons, and they're just going to let Republicans walk us into a fascist fucking nightmare. And anyways, but we're not there yet, so let's enjoy talking about the cringe face-off here. Because, haha, it might be funny. But, you know, whatever. That's not true, Israel. I don't know what to tell you, but I looked at Real Clear Politics like 2 days ago. So, I mean, he's up in some polls, yeah, but not in most, not even close to most. Anyway, that's going to be my program for today in the news portion. I'm really high right now. You know, I was you know, doing a lot of weed yesterday, and I got a little bit of lift in my system. I know that there's a lot of very tragic news stories that are floating in the ether right now. And I was thinking about maybe talking about them, but I'm not in the right state of mind to do that. And also, I think that I don't need to. Other people can talk about that, and there's nothing that I necessarily need to say at this point in time. But anyway, tried to do some fun stuff today. I like doing some fun stuff. And you know, take a little break. I'm going to provide a little bit of comic relief here. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a Twitch stream. I'm going to be doing some Doom runs. I'm trying to do Memento Mori. So I'm going to be doing a couple of attempts on that today. So check that out. But that's all I got. I have no thoughts. Anyway, y'all, thank you for watching on Sunday. I will see you again tomorrow. And that's it. That's all I got. It's over. It's done. It's done. Turn it off. Is it off yet? Hello?